New tonight, the city won't approve next year's budget until months from now. However, today, leaders began talks as the city is facing a major budget deficit. Tonight, KENS 5's David Lynch breaks down how big the shortfall could be and also talks about the options on the table to close it.
Well, city staff say that revenues for the biggest piece of San Antonio's budget should come in higher than expected this year. That's about where the good news ends. The other number leaders are focused on an anticipated $130.7 million deficit by 2028.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Hard realities for San Antonio.
The city budget, it looks bleak for the next coming years.
And hard decisions that will have to be made.
Cutting is easier said than done.
As city leaders consider what to do to avoid being in the red by more than $100 million in the next 2 years, and by more than $250 million by 2031.
We're not helping ourselves in the long term.
The projected deficit is a result of expenses that staff expect will far outpace financial resources, including lower property tax and sales tax revenues. That impacts how much there is to fund things like the police and fire departments, parks, and public works.
I think it's a stark reminder that we as council need to start prioritizing our core services with our fixed dollars.
City staff suggested two plans. One involves what would be San Antonio's first property tax hike since 1993. But both factor in tens of millions in cuts to city departments.
I don't want that to unintentionally impact the workload of a city employee where they're taking on additional roles and responsibilities, and then we have burnout, impact to services, so on and so forth.
Well, as for what's next, city staff will present a trial budget in mid-June, and city council is expected to vote on and finalize next year's budget on September 17th. David Lynch, KENS 5.